Gee, I do wish you'd come and help me.
Oh, Ettie, I really couldn't.
But why couldn't you, Mrs. Reynolds? You know it all. I'm not kidding. Some of these poor kids have got one foot in a slammer and the other on a banana skin. One push and they're back in the neck.
All right, I'll come and look at it. But that's all.
Steve? Mervyn Pringle. No, she's fine. I'm calling about that research you wanted to do. Just how far are you prepared to go? Because I think I have the perfect answer.
Are you the lagger? Well?
You can't be serious.
Deadly.
But I was lagged on myself.
Big deal. A couple of pills, and as a result, you become too icy to loo and get the protection from the other women. And boy, lady, do you need protection.
You stinking slag!
Don't thank me yet, Connors. I'm finished.
Yes, I've got the number. I'll have her call you back as soon as she's free. Thank you. Bye.
What the hell's the racket? We could hear it in the Gov's office.
I was just about to have a look myself.
You stay on the phones. Mrs. Morris wants an answer right away.
Give me that! When I'm finished! You bitch! You cow!
Connor's causing more trouble.
I'll tell you!
What happened?
What does it look like it's happened?
She's just ripped my bloody jacket to shreds.
Oh, that's the way you wanted it to look, is it? Oh, she couldn't wait to have another go at me.
You lying bitch! Now, calm down. You're just making things worse for yourself.
Look in her pocket. She's just stuffed the razor in her pocket.
Oh, you're pathetic, Connors. Better get her to a cell. I'll have Davis give you some help. She's obviously dangerous.
Bloody hell! She's stringing you along, you stupid moron! Search her! Look. She had my jacket in this. Now, that's enough. Any more and you'll find yourself in solitary.
It's not that easy to frame an officer, Connors.
No one cuts up my club colours and gets away with it! You hear me, Ferguson? No one!
I'll put you through. What was all that carry on?
Connors again. She tried to pin that on me.
What is it?
Her precious jacket.
She cut it up herself?
Yep. Listen, Pat needs a bit of a hand. Davis is in the staff room. Put a call through to her, will you?
I've just put a call through to her. Line's busy.
Oh, all right. Well, look, I'll take over here. You go and help Pat.
Oh, all right.
Connors won't give you any trouble. It's me she's after.
Prisoners like her made me wish I'd kept up my judo classes.
I'm going to let her get away with that, do you?
You'll get your chance to give your side of it to Mrs. Morris.
Oh!
And in the meantime, do us all a favour and cool down. You're in enough trouble as it is. And no more yelling, understand?
No one does that to me. No one, Ferguson.
Maybe she's gone crazy or something. Always said being cooped up in here would drive her mad.
Nah, more like the freak getting stuck into her over that dry stunt. Serves her bloody right.
Well, at least she pulled her stunt against the screws, not against one of her own kind.
Laggers get what they deserve, Windom, and so do their friends.
What do you think, E? You're an expert on lagging.
Come on, better get some work done.
Oh, slave drivers. I'm working my bloody fingers to the bone.
Then get back to the laundry if you can't do it. I'll get someone who can. Come with me, Jessie. I need some help over here.
Oi, Merv. You won't get far with her. She's into Sheila's.
I managed to talk to Jessie while we were outside.
Oh, don't tell me she doesn't bite.
I tried everything I could to convince her. She's just too stubborn to even listen.
Hey, what's all this about you being an expert on lagging, anyway?
I reckon she's just mouthing off, protecting her girlfriend.
Sort of.
Sort of what?
Oh, she threatened to tell everyone that I was the lagger. I said you were too smart to listen to stuff like that.
Well, why should I? We've already proved who it is.
I don't know. Maybe she's trying to drum up support against us.
Look, I don't care how many mates she's got up in C Block. Patterson hasn't, and she's the one we're after.
I just think it odd that she would destroy the very thing that she's been protecting ever since she got here.
Oh, I would have thought that was obvious. I mean, to make it all the more convincing. Unfortunately, it seems to be working.
Yes, well, I won't be drawing any conclusions until I've investigated the matter fully.
And I'll have Connors brought to you right away.
No. I'll see her in a cell. I don't want her in here if she decides to cause trouble.
Right. Look, I know that my record shows some, well, occasional lapses in the past. But I just want you to know that if the department decide to appoint you as permanent governor, and I'm sure they will, you'll have my full support.
Thank you. However, I insist on you being searched for your own protection.
Well, is that necessary? I
Well,
hardly
if
think
you
it's-
want to prove your innocence, I'll have Mrs. Brown take care of it whilst I talk to Connors.
Shut up, Connors! You're giving me a headache.
What's the situation?
Oh, basically under control. She just lets out one of her war cries every now and again.
Right, well, let's see what she's got to say.
Right. Stand back from the door where we can see you.
Are you seriously going to tell me I was the one who cut up my own club's colours?
Miss Ferguson seems to think so.
Oh, well, she's a screw. That makes her right and me a liar.
Watch your tongue in front of the governor.
I must admit I do find it difficult to believe that you'd do this to your own jacket.
Difficult? I'd rather do it to my own face. Ferguson's the one with the razor. It's her you should be given the 3rd degree.
She's been searched right now.
She'll have got rid of it by now. You should have done it when I said.
Naturally, we'll have to search you too. Mrs. Slattery?
Right, Governor.
Hey, wait a minute. What do you think you're doing? If I'd done it, I would have got rid of it by now. Ain't that right?
It's a legal search, Connors. We're doing it in front of you.
Yeah, but what if the blade's already found on Ferguson? I mean, there would be no need for the search at all, would there?
There'd be no need for you to be so worried, would there?
Who's worried? I just reckon I'm being victimised. Giving you a chance to wreck the joint.
Nothing in here, Governor.
Fine.
Hey, why don't I just take them out of your way? I mean,
Just
I never was
stand
much good at
back.
keeping the place clean.
Connors, I think you've got some explaining to do. Well, as it turned out, you were right. But you do understand why you were searched?
Of course. I would have done the same thing myself. I take it she admitted to everything.
Well, not in as many words, but she was obviously worried whilst we searched the cell.
Worry?
Certainly wasn't a very clever place to hide it.
Yes, well, Connors doesn't exactly fit into the Einstein category.
Well, it is her first time in a high-security prison. She probably thought she could get away with it. Well, I better make out the report. I think we can consider the matter closed.
Well, not quite. I mean, if she's capable of having a scalpel smuggled in, then she could have had other contraband brought in with it.
Oh, we would have found something if she had.
You can't be too sure.
Fair enough. I'll see to it as soon as I've done this report.
Barbie, come here. In the cell. Hi. Yeah, look. Hey, you couldn't do us a favour, could you? I've got something I want you to look after for me. Now, go and get it, OK? Don't go away. Never seen one of these before? It's a CB, Citizens Band Radio. You know, 10-4 Good Buddy and all of that. Well, look, I want you to hide it somewhere safe for me, OK? Just for a while, till the heat's off. Ferguson's gunning for me, and I don't want her to find it. Now, you wouldn't do anything stupid like go all giggly in front of the screws and blow it, would you?
No.
You're a fruitcake, but I love you. Hey, Barbie, this is just our little secret, OK? Mum's the moved.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's my report.
Fine, just leave it on the desk, will you, Joan?
Have you decided on a punishment yet?
No, not yet. Solitary certainly doesn't seem to worry you.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Really?
Well, as you so correctly pointed out, the trauma of having destroyed her own jacket was probably quite enough.
All right. What's going on?
Going on?
Oh, come on, Joan. I know you better than that.
As well as you yourself know, when you're faced with death, you reconsider things, your priorities, things that really matter. Now, I know that I've probably got quite a way to go yet, but I'd like to think that I've changed just a little for the better. Revenge really isn't very important.
You're right. Well, I'm sure that attitude will help our working relationship.
Oh, I hope so. Because, you see, I was planning on asking you to recommend me for the deputy's job.
I think we better let Connors know what we're doing.
I passed her on her way back from the kitchen with the skip. Didn't even spare me a hidey-hi or a bidey-bye.
Just wiggled her hips at you, did she?
And the rest. Yeah, what I can't understand is how somebody like
Did you
that
get those stock figures from Mervyn, Pat?
I've already phoned them through to the department.
Fine. I'll be seeing Connors with Joan if anyone calls.
Oh, actually, I've still got a few roster problems here that need a bit of juggling. Maybe Pat could go with you if you wouldn't mind.
Pat?
Oh, righto.
Oh, Joan, you haven't got last week's timesheets over there, have you? I can't find them anywhere.
No, maybe they're still in the governor's office.
Mind me having a look anyway? I could have sworn I left them over here.
Look, I've just told you they're not here.
I don't want to take the blame if no one gets paid. Ah, here they are.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed them.
That's okay.
Taking 5 to freshen up, eh? No. Yes. That's what I call a straight answer. Hey, do you ever say anything else besides hidey-hi and naughty-naughty and things like that? What is it? Is it something you won't want me to see? Hell, where did you get that?
I don't know.
Well,
what
come on out with it, girl.
It was given to me.
Well, who by? Not Kelly's mob. No. Well, who then?
I can't say.
All right, I won't ask any more questions, but where are we going to hide it? In there?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that'll be the first place the screws will look. You've got to be cleverer than them. You've got to outsmart them. Yeah, well, I realise that's a tall order, but I think it'd be better to hide it in among your clothes, you know? I can think of a better spot later on, but the main thing is that we keep it away from Kelly and her mob, right?
She's very naughty.
My sentiments exactly.
You can't do that. You're crazy.
I have to do it to get put in with Patterson.
Just taking a risk. What if you
No
misjudge?
one ever got nothing done without taking a few risks. And if you do what I told you, it can't go wrong.
Yeah, well, you want me to make sure I give you a signal when I take the dinners to sick bay, right?
I've got to know when they get there. If I don't, we're stuffed. And I won't be too happy about that, I can tell you.
I think it's a bit drastic. You could have those marks for life.
Well, have you got any better ideas?
Oh, Kelly, don't tell you get some work done.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Pringle. I was just going to take the veggies off the stove for you.
Oh, well, in that case, back to work, everyone. The fruit has to be cut up for the fruit salad. After you finish the main course, that is.
Oh, sure, Mr. P.
Okay.
Get back, everyone, get back.
Oh, look, that's going to need looking at.
Oh, better get it to 6 to Hall.
I'll get an officer.
Is it painful?
Of course it is. It's killing me.
Oh, once you get to sick pay, though, your problems will be over, eh, Lou?
Yeah, no worries.
I would have thought after all this time you'd have been a bit more careful, Kelly.
Yeah, must have me mind on something else. Look, you haven't got something for the pain, have you? It's hurting like buggery.
After I finish the dressing.
Gee, she doesn't sound too good. If you want to go and have a look, I don't mind.
She'll be all right for the moment.
Look, I'd better get down and tell Mervyn that he's going to be short-handed, OK?
Fine. There we are, done now. I'll get you something for the pain.
Oh, look, you haven't got something a bit stronger than that, have you? If this pain doesn't ease up, I'm going to go nuts. What about one of them?
A bit too strong, I'm afraid. Here, swallow this. Wait out in the corridor.
But what about my hand?
Do as you're told.
Right, all right.
How someone's supposed to run a prison in between reports and departmental red tape, I don't know. Now, this Connors business.
Yeah.
If ever we had a potential troublemaker on our hands, she's it.
Yeah, well, it might help to put the brakes on if we're quick to find out whatever it is she's had smuggled in, before she can do anything with it. It's got to be somewhere in the prison.
Well, I've already decided on a cell search.
Great, I'll organise it right away.
They'll be expecting it this afternoon. I've decided to hold off until tomorrow afternoon when they're least expecting it.
Yeah, but they'll have
It's a
time.
risk I'm prepared to take. In the meantime, I want you to tell all the staff to be in my office at the end of this afternoon's shift. Obviously, some of them got to be reminded about security measures. Connors has got away with far too much already.
Just rest. That tablet should already be making you feel drowsy, right?
Yeah. Sorry about all the hassles.
Any problems, I'll be out in the examination room. Just call out.
How's Joan Patterson coming along?
Quite well, believe it or not. The shock might have killed someone else.
Did she have to go to Wentworth General?
Not the way she's responding. But she'll be awake soon. We'll know better then.
Good. I better get back.
Oh, I better get the evening medication prepared. See you later.
You trying to tell me it was an accident?
Yeah. Poor bitch was screaming her head off with pain.
If Kelly does anything to her,
Oh, what? Get yourself another girlfriend?
I'll knock her block up, that's what I'll do.
Oh, Mr. Pringle, we'll have to make do with one less this evening, I'm afraid. Sister Hall wants to keep Kelly under observation for a few hours.
Is she up there with Lexie?
Only for an hour or two. There's no time to organise a replacement, I'm sorry.
Well, how is she, Kelly, I mean?
Resting.
In Patterson?
She's getting better.
Oh, Mrs. Slattery, I was wondering if I could drop up to see Lexie just for a few moments. I'm worried about her, and that was a terrible shock she had.
It's out of the question. You just heard me say we're one short as it is.
Yeah, but just...
I said no. Look, don't worry about her. Sister Hall reckons she'll be as right as rain in no time.
Well, come on, ladies. We have to work extra hard to get everything ready for the first sitting.
You're not thinking of telling the screws what's going on, are you?
You're talking about a killing.
Yeah, we're talking about a lagger. And if you tell the screws, that'll make you one too.
Sweet dreams, lagger.
Oh, I can still taste them now. Big fat grilled chops covered in dead horse, a couple of eggs on the side and a whole lot of gravy all floating around the spuds. That's what I call good tucker.
Where exactly was this five-star restaurant?
Oh, up in the Mallee, near my parents' farm. Best roadhouse in the state. I'll tell you something. If you want to find the best roadhouses, you go to one where all the truckies go. This place had them queuing up for miles.
Oh, I'll try and remember that.
Hey, Mert, why don't we put on a mixed grill for the girls? You know, couple of snags, hunk of steaks and bacon and eggs.
Just get on with what you're doing.
They must have taught you a lot of things down on the farm. Like electrical wiring, for instance.
Oh, yeah, got taught all that. Geez, why don't you go fry an egg or something, Windom?
There's too much talk going on over here. Now, the tray's ready yet.
Yeah, just about.
Right, Alice, you take one to Kelly, and Walter, you take the other one to Patterson.
Oh, Mr. Pringle, I need the exercise. I'll take the other one.
Hang on, you said her.
Oh, yeah, but I want to hear more about the Mallee. And besides, I want to see the kid. Okay, Mervyn?
Of course. Walter can clean up here.
Sick bay meals ready, Mr. Pringle?
Yes, Mr. Slattery? Well, come on, get a move on.
You coming or not?
Yeah, sure.
Well, come on, Jenkins, get a move on.
Hey, how about g'day? How you going? Can you manage that?
You're silly.
I'm silly. What have you got under that wig, Blondie? Sawdust or just a big empty space? Hi, Rick. These morons hassling you, Barbie. We're just having a laugh, weren't we, girls?
Then go and laugh at something else. Your own size.
Sure. Whatever you say. Hey, I hear you've been having a few hassles with the freak. Better watch it. She can play mighty rough if she wants to.
So can I. Now beat it.
You okay, sweetie?
Yeah.
Let's have the CB, huh? I got an important call to make. Oh, geez, Barbie, you didn't leave it there. That's the first place the screws would have looked. Naughty, naughty.
Really sorry.
Forget it. You did me a big favour. From now on, you want a favour in return, like getting creeps off your back, you just let me know, okay?
That's good.
Now keep knit for me, will you? Got something I have to do. Well, don't worry. If I get sprung, I'll cop it sweat on me own-some, okay?
Yeah.
I have to hand it to you. You've done a wonderful job setting this place up.
Yeah, it's good to see the young ones being looked after. But that's just the trouble too, you see. They need somebody else around, more regular like.
No, I can't help you, Ettie. Now, don't you start that again. I've told you, I'm just not up to it, not at the moment.
But it wouldn't take much of your time, Mrs. Reynolds. A few hours a day just to talk to them, point them in the right direction.
I appreciate the offer, but no. And it's Anne now, not Mrs. Reynolds.
Oh, fair enough. Anne, look, I'm not asking you to...
I'm sorry, really.
I suppose a person can be wrong about some people. I always remembered you as someone who'd never let anybody down. Especially not young kids, who'll probably end up inside themselves if no one's prepared to give them an hour or two. Just have to manage the best way I can.
Oh, no, you don't. You're forgetting I was governor of Wentworth. I know how clever you can be at persuading people.
But, Mrs. Reynolds, all I'm saying...
It just won't work, Ettie.
But you're wrong. You could handle it. You'd be perfect. You told me yourself you'd been in family welfare.
That's true, but it was a long time ago under very different circumstances.
You got always spare time with your daughter and a hubby
But
overseas.
they'll be back eventually.
But you met Rosie in there, didn't you? She's never going to get the chance that your Pippa did. You know, marrying some well-heeled lawyer and tripping off to London for a honeymoon. All Rosie needs is someone to care about her. Showing that there's something more to look forward to of a morning than being depressed all day.
I know what you're saying, but...
What do you say? Give it a belt? For her sake?
Don't you dare tell me Meg Morris didn't have something to do with you talking me into this.
Meal trays, sister. Oh, good. Give me a moment. I'll see if they're ready for them.
Oh, bloody hell, what did you do? These stupid trays are too small.
Well, put the tray down, Windom, and clean it up quickly.
Jenkins, you better just take Kelly's tray in.
Oh, but this is Lexie's. Mr. Pringle cut it up for her and everything.
Well, leave it in there. If she's asleep, I'll be in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Help me with this first.
What are you doing in here? You're supposed to be lying down.
I was just wondering what all the noise was about, that's all.
Oh, g'day, Lou. You all right?
Yeah, pain's gone. I was just having a bit of a bludge.
Oh, glad to hear it.
If you're that well, you can go back.
Oh, come off it. I might have a relapse or something.
Kelly, we didn't send you up here to cause headaches for sister.
But what about my hand? I can't work.
Nobody said you had to work.
Oh, no, I bet you I'm on work roster tomorrow.
Kelly.
All right. Like a morgue up here anyway. Much mother be having tea with the girls.
Why is Jenkins taking so long?
Get on with it, Windom. You've missed a bit there.
Hey, somebody want me?
Oh, no. What the hell's going on?
Are you all right, love?
Windom, what are you up to?
I'm sorry, but I just felt that something awful had happened.
Look, well, if you're not careful, the last thing she needs is excitement.
What's going on? What are you all doing here?
Are you all right, love?
What's she doing? No! You get her out!
Kelly Jenkins out. That goes for you too, Windom.
Oh, but can I stay with her just for a few
No,
minutes?
you cannot. Now move.
Nothing's going to happen.
Come on.
Perfectly safe here.
Hey, Slash. Slash, are you there, Slash? Answer me, you mongrel.
Come on, say something.
Yeah, Reed, what do you want?
Where the hell have you been? Are you in the cot or something? It's the middle of the afternoon.
Well, I got to get me beauty sleep. I told you I was fixing me bike last night.
Liz, I wish I'd been there to help you.
Yeah, me too. How's it going in there? You missing me?
Every inch of you. Hey, listen, the reason I'm calling is that I want you to do me a favour.
What's that? Smuggle myself in?
No, look, I want you to shake someone up for me. That screw I was telling you about.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you about her.
Bloody hell. Slash. Are you there, Slash?
Yeah, I'm here. I thought you must have got sprung or something.
No, it's just the aerial's toughen up. Look, I got to make it quick. Her name's Ferguson. She's got a face like a boot. I want you to find out where she lives and pay her a visit. The rest's up to you.
Okay, no worries.
Hey, listen, I'm cruel and the wall's thinking about you.
You always were a randy bugger, Rita. See you soon. Bye.
Make it a good one, Slasher.
I thought you would have finished by now.
I'm not real hungry.
Nobody ever got better by not eating anything, not even you. Now eat up.
This stuff looks even worse when you're sick. Couldn't I have a hamburger or a pizza?
You need a balanced meal. Now, I've still got some work to do outside. When I get back, I expect to see an empty plate, right?
Whatever you say, Doc.
No kidding. She went barging past me like she expected to see Patterson with a knife sticking out of her or something.
Are you sure she doesn't know?
Nah, stupid bitch. I'm telling you, it was magic. Best plan Lou's ever had. Patterson's as good as had it.
Well, let's wait for the official announcement before we start popping corks, eh?
Listen, it's about time you started to appreciate other people's talents. Lou and I don't like people who aren't 100% behind us. Get me?
I didn't mean to sound cynical. I'm sure it'll work just like you said.
Yeah, just like I said.
Those salt and peppers ready? I'm about to lay the tables.
Over there.
Oh, you rotten bitch!
What are you going to do? Tell the screws? Lag on me?
No need. You're going to trip yourself up one day, and I'm going to stand by and watch you tumble.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you'll be too busy running around the prison solving little mysteries, like who killed the phantom lagger, Lexie Patterson.
Lexie's fine. And while I'm around to see to it, she's going to stay that way.
Lexie? Lexie, come on, wake up. Lexie, wake up.
Oh, sorry, I must have dozed off.
You haven't finished your meal.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I have to. I hate mashed spud. Always have.
They're good for you.
Nah, no way I hate them. Haven't touched them in years.
All right, as you like.
Jesus, she look at Carget eating this stuff.
Well, I'm just learning how to do it. Mervin's trying to teach me a new way of cooking it.
Reminds me of Mugger. Lived on nothing but spuds and moggadons. Reckon Genghis Khan got his mean streak from spuds.
Yeah? I bet you like spuds, Miss Ferguson.
Stop holding up the queue, Connors. You've been served. Now go.
Silly me for being in a good mood.
You won't be if you keep the back chat up.
Hi. Hey, you really an axe murderer like they say?
Me? Nah, your twin sister, the one with the brain. Now, rack off.
Jeez, I was just going to
Forget
ask
it.
her.
Well, did you do it or didn't you?
I saw me look at you up there, didn't you?
Yeah, but I want to hear you tell me.
Of course I did. I mixed it in with her spuds. I'll be pleased.
Bloody moron, what'd you do that for?
I was just giving you some spuds.
Not that, Patterson.
I mixed it in with tucker like we said.
She hates spuds. Any bloody idiot knows that.
Oh, jeez, Lou. Forgot. I'm sorry.
As bloody sorry as you're gonna be.
Some of them throw a bit of bad language at you, you know, try and shock you. Try it with me till I gave him a mouthful back. Must have been all that prison training that I've had.
Can I get you a drink?
Yeah, maybe one of them screwdriver things. I heard the girls talking about it, and if I'm helping them, I thought I'd better know what they're on about. You know, try one myself.
Pretty strong stuff. Vodka and orange juice.
Oh, well, maybe just the orange juice, eh?
I'll get it.
Yeah. Oh, it's real kind of you, Anne. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying, I do miss me mates back at Wentworth. Nor, Auntie May. Good lot they were. Don't know about that Lou Kelly, though. A real lot of trouble she was, wasn't she, eh?
I'm sure Meg will be able to keep her in line.
Yeah. Got one of them like her back at the flats. Her name's Roach.
Roach?
It's a stupid name to call a girl. Her real name's Rachel. Not a bad kid, or most of the time, but she's got this funny ideas, you know. Funny sort of clothes she keeps wearing.
That's not unusual these days, is it?
No, but she wears all this tomboy stuff, you know, shirts and pants, and she keeps ticking me off because I sort of try and look a bit more feminine.
Does she cause any trouble? Maybe I could talk to her.
Only when her boyfriend's around. His name's Bongo Connors. What sort of a mum would call her son a name like that? No wonder he's always in trouble.
Did you say Connors?
Yeah, I bashed him with my umbrella the other night. He called me an old bag. Oh, you don't know him, do you?
I just hope he's no relation to Rita.
Rita who?
Rita Connors. She was brought into Wentworth just before I left. Quite a troublemaker in her own right.
Oh, I shouldn't think so. Commoner Smith, a name like that.
Yes, I suppose you're right. And don't worry about Roach. I'll make talking to her one of my first priorities.
How could you be so stupid?
The last thing I need's a lecture from you, so rack off.
And the last thing that Lou and I need is someone like you messing things up. God, you'd forget your own effort wasn't caught out at muster every morning.
Oh, you've been crawling after her, haven't you? You after number 2 or something? Maybe even top dog?
I like things done properly now. If that makes me number 2 in Lou's eyes, so be it.
But it don't make you number 2 in my eyes. See, I don't like being shouldered out by your type one bit.
And we don't need bunglers.
Yeah, well, who bungled smashing Mrs. Barry's head in then?
What's that got to do with it?
A bloody lot. See, I know I ballsed up this plan, but I know how to make a smashed-in head stay smashed in, especially when it's been giving me the irrits all the time.
You're a bigger fool than I thought.
Yeah, that's right. Bigger. Don't you forget it.
She seemed pretty angry.
Oh, mind your own business.
Oh, fair enough. Mind you, I wouldn't take that type of talk from someone like her. No way.
All right, you lot, time's up. Live out. That includes you two cocks.
Oh, God, any fatter, you'd be anorexic.
Move it, Connors.
Oh, Miss Ferguson. Hey, in case I don't see you before you go, have a good night.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just being friendly. Geez, you're not going to slap a charge on me for wishing you a good night, are you? Got a dozen witnesses who swear I never laid a lip on you. Right, girls?
You're treading a fine line, Connors. Right, Kelly, what's going on?
What do you mean?
Connors, what you up to?
How the hell am I supposed to know? With me hands hurting, can I go and get an aspirin or something for it?
I hurt a hell of a lot more if you don't do what I say. Now, you're only top dog because I say so. I can just as easily turf you out.
What do you want to know?
Connors is planning something. What is it?
But she's not going to
No buts, Kelly. Either you get me some answers or you get yourself a new job.
I didn't hear you knock.
Oh, top dog doesn't have to knock.
Does in my dorm. Bugger off, you're spoiling my view.
Dreaming about your Harley again,
I
eh?
said out.
Take it easy. I was only trying to be sociable.
You're about as bloody sociable as a gorilla and not half as good looking.
What do you got playing with a freak, eh?
What makes you think I got anything planned for her?
Oh, come off it. I saw the look on her face when you were talking to her at tea time.
Didn't I tell you? I don't like brown noses sticking it where it's not wanted.
Look, I'm top dog. I've got a right to know what's going on around here.
That's so.
There's no need to get upset. I was just asking, that's all.
Then don't.
Bye-bye. I reckon you and me, we've got a lot in common.
Yeah, like 2 arms and 2 legs. And if you want to keep it that way, you better bugger off.
No, listen. I mean, we both know how to make this place work for us.
You've got to be joking. You lot just screw everything up.
Look, good help's hard to find these days. I mean, Lurch has more trouble than she's worth. She's as thick as a bloody post. Look, you got brains and brawn. Together we'd make a top team.
Team? If I ever want top dog, I'll just walk in and take it. Too bad if you happen to be standing in the way. Now, for the last time, get out! Jeez. Some people.
Hey, Lou.
What do you want?
Oh, dunno. Just wondered where you were going.
I'm on my way to rig a cab out of here. What do you reckon?
Well, I was hoping to have a word to you about us. We're still working together, aren't we?
Don't call me, I'll call you.
Oh, look, we're a team, right? Been together a long time. Desmond, Smith, Flynn. Between us, we've given them heaps. Look, I know I blew it with Patterson, but you won't find anyone more behind you than me. I even took a murder rap for you, remember?
Yeah, and I burnt my hand for no reason, didn't I?
Jeez, I said I was sorry.
Oh, look, forget it. I got more important things on my plate right now, all right?
Yeah? Like what?
Connor's trying to work out a way to get at the freak. And the freak has on me to find out what it is.
Hey, geez, what are you going to do? Connors isn't likely to go blabbing about it.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't want to know anyway.
You'll have to tell her something.
I don't know. I might just let Connors have her fun. I mean, the freak won't be able to get her back. I won't even have to dirty my hands on the bitch. The freak will do it all for me.
Oh, for us, you mean?
Like I said, I'm thinking about it.
No, I've got everything I need.
Oh, Steve, I didn't expect
Oh, Joyce let me in. I was a bit early.
Joycey, shouldn't you be resting? The doctor did say not to do anything too strenuous.
Oh, talking to Steve is hardly strenuous. Anyway, we're both curious as to know why you want to see him.
Yes. Look, I'll go and get you a cup of something warm before you go back to bed. Won't be a moment.
Mervyn, you can't keep Steve in suspense like that, and I'm feeling perfectly all right.
But it's just that I don't want to get you upset.
I thought it was supposed to be some good news.
It is. It's to do with your hands. What I mean is, you might find it demeaning, beneath yourself. Handyman work.
Oh, Mervyn, you're not making any sense.
Oh, you want a couple of shelves put up? I can handle that.
No, in the prison they're looking for a handyman. The only thing is that the job might be a bit too dirty.
What's a bit of dirt when a chance like this comes up? It's great. I'm working amongst them. I can gain their confidence. Well, it's a perfect way to get under the skin of that place. This could be some of the most exciting research for years.
Oh, I understand that, but what if they find out, the women, I mean?
Well, who's going to tell them?
Oh, you know what the prison grapevine's like.
I'm sure I'll be able
We're just going to have to make sure no one finds out. It's very important to Steve to do this research.
I understand, but those women are capable of anything. I mean, I've just spent a long time in hospital myself, and now you're expecting me to go along with some silly idea that's going to put Steve in the same danger.
Oh, please, love, don't get upset.
Oh.
Sit down. Should leave us alone for a moment?
Oh, perhaps I should go.
No, I think Joyce might like a little cup of tea. Won't you, dear?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's awful for me to upset you like this, but he seems so keen to do his research. He's such a bright young lad.
Oh, I know. But Wentworth's so different from what he's used to. It's a cold, hard place. And frankly, I think it'd be better and safer if he never found out what it was really like.
Oh, stupid of me not to take the meal up myself. I wouldn't have missed the golden opportunity we had.
We'll get Patterson sooner or later.
Look, maybe in the future it'd be better if it was just the two of us. I mean, we can't have no...
Lurch stays in.
You can't be serious. You just foul things up again.
Well, out.
We were just...
I said out, and you know how I hate repeating myself. Right, Kelly, what have you got to tell me?
Nothing, Miss Ferguson.
I didn't come here to hear you say nothing. Now give me an answer I can use.
I'm not kidding. It's just some idea she dreamed up to get you scared. She was boasting to some Sheila in B block that she could put the wind up you any time she wanted to.
You better be telling me the truth, Kelly.
No,
'cause if
bull,
you-
I heard it with my own ears.
Should have known she was all bluff. Well, if that's all she can come up with, I reckon we can all sleep quite peacefully.
Right, back against the wall, McCormack, where we can see you. Quickly, haven't got all night.
You look a bit pale, love. Are you
You
all
know
right?
the rules, Windom. No talking.
Yeah, but
You heard. Out.
Excuse me, I was wondering if I could see Sister Hall.
Why didn't you ask me earlier? I'm right in the middle of meal round.
I'm sorry, but I still feel nauseous, and she said
Well, you'll
that I
just have to hang on till I've finished. There isn't an officer available to take you.
that her slasher? That's her, all right.
One word this time, Windom, and you'll be joining him up here.
Yes, Mrs. Slattery.
Now, that wasn't difficult, was it?
No, Mrs. Slattery. We have to talk as soon as you're out. Lexie's not the lagger, but they're trying to kill her.
I still think the risks outweigh the benefits, Mervyn.
Well, there's no harm in at least giving it a go, is there? If it looks like there's going to be any trouble, then he can leave as quickly as he came.
Oh, I don't know, perhaps.
Joyce, think of the things he did for you when you were in hospital. It's our chance to pay him back.
Oh,
I won't take it another step further if you've made up your mind against the idea.
Oh, I suppose so, but we'll both have to look after him.
Oh. I found some chocolate biscuits.
Oh.
Anyone interested?
And
Yes.
we've both decided it would be a good idea if you went for the handyman job.
Great.
Didn't we, love?
Are you sure? I won't go for
Oh, no, I'm sure, but please be careful. It can get very ugly unless you keep on your toes.
it. Don't worry. I'm not going to throw away a chance like this. That is, assuming I can beat the other applicants for it.
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
There. Is this some kind of joke?
It's no joke, Ferguson.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines. But the sun and rain are prisoners too. When morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare, waking up alone. The roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses